Joy Reid came out and said, I wouldn't have got into Harvard without affirmative action.
Well, let me just be clear. I got into Harvard only because of affirmative action. I went to a school no one had ever heard of in Denver, Colorado, in a small suburb.
Trust me, we could tell. Like, it's not a shocking reveal. Like, I only got into Harvard because of affirmative action. Really? You're one of the dumbest people I've ever seen on television, which is insane because, like, most people on there are pretty dumb. I mean, there's some smart people on television, don't get me wrong, but it's like, is that supposed to make people not want it or something? Like, I only got in because of, I know, I've heard you talk. I listened to your logic. It's not very good in my view. So, yeah, we know. And I'm sure there were thousands of Asian Americans that probably were, earned their way there that you cut in front of and now use that to get a job on MSNBC and torture the nation with your horrible ideas in politics. But, God bless you and good luck at whatever you're trying to do. I'm not quite sure, but I'm not a fan. I don't subject myself to that type of television. With that being said, Jen Psaki came out recently, and I have to give credit where it's due. I don't like this lady. I find her to be very evil. I thought that her piece was interesting, though, as far as like MSNBC, which I consider a garbage network. I thought that she did a pretty, and I don't agree with what she was saying, but it was pretty crafty. She put together a nice little presentation that I disagree with. But as far as the other Looney Tunes on those networks, I was like, I could see how people would want to watch this. I'm not one of them, but, I like to be as objective as I can. But here's a point that Glenn Greenwald made about her little segment, and I think he nailed it. I like Glenn Greenwald. He's one of my favorite journalists. Let's look.
The right wing is reviving that same playbook, this time with Muslim Americans and trans people. Hear me out here. The GOP is trying to recruit Muslim Americans.
So this is what Glenn Greenwald said, and I think it's genius. He said, I observed yesterday that liberals don't believe non-white people are capable of forming dissenting views on their own. Here's Jen Psaki claiming the only reason Muslim Americans object to the trans dogma in schools is because white conservatives are manipulating them into it. Glenn is a left-leaning journalist, but he's really one of the last truth tellers out there on all sides, but especially on the left. And he's laughing at her whole take, although it was very witty and well put together, in my opinion. This idea as if Muslim Americans can't feel this way on their own, they need to be tricked by white conservatives. It's like everyone believed what white conservatives believe now 10 years ago. Obama in many ways and Clinton in many ways were further right than Trump was on the LGBT issue. Like, Obama went into office not supporting gay marriage. Trump went into office supporting gay marriage. Bill Clinton could have never gotten elected doing the things that Joe Biden's doing. And the left and the Jen Psakis of the world, they sit here and act as if Muslims don't have their own ideology and religion, and only a white conservative could trick them into disagreeing with the trans school ideology. Like, yeah, it's the white guy convincing you Muslims. They have something called the Quran, Jen Psaki. Maybe you should check it out and read it. And I don't know how compatible it is with modern day liberalism and the dogma in schools, as Glenn Greenwald calls it. So, it's just, they think so lowly of other people. They think that no one can do anything without them. And I think it's been coined as the bigotry of low expectations, or the soft bigotry of low expectations, when you think that they need that, they need your help, they need this, they need that. Only you can tell them, only you can trick them, as if they're not capable of forming thoughts and opinions and religions on their own, or religious views of their own. I like Glenn Greenwald's comment. I think it was pretty flawless. And, it's pretty sad that they think that other cultures hate this because of white people. It's like, go to Saudi Arabia. They dislike it more than white conservatives do. White conservatives are liberal compared to Muslims in most Muslim countries. Like, I think that most conservative men in America are like first and second wave feminism. They'll be like, we disagree with Bud Light cans, but we're fine with women in the workforce, and we're fine with women in the military. And it's like, this is first and second wave feminism. The Republicans are liberal feminists compared to Islamic people of darker skin in other countries. So Jen Psaki has a rude awakening if she thinks that white people are behind, people around the world disagreeing with trans escalation. She'll find out eventually. I mean, it's just basically pretty obvious. And what is there really left to be said that I haven't already said?